Yeah. So at the end of the day,
Why is LeBron number one?
no, I'm going to tell you. I mine. First of all, I respect anybody's take because it's all about preference. I put myself in the shoes of whoever I'm judging, and when we talk about greatness, if I did what LeBron did and is doing, I would expect to be considered the GOAT. That's it. When you're talking about the numbers, you know what I mean? The numbers you put up and granted, longevity is, a rolling of the dice. I understand that. But you know what I mean? To be putting up, what he's doing and to still, you know what I mean? Like we've seen so many of our greats, limp out and be injured out and so no, I got LeBron, especially if he win one more ring. I think like, it'll really kind of, change even more minds. But for me personally, LeBron won, Jordan 2, Kobe 3. That's just that's where I'm putting it at. Three different teams, three different eras. Um, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm not. And if anybody say Mike, I'm not saying they're wrong. You know what I mean? I just also look at what moves me and what I can make an argument for. And if you're talking about if TPJ, the same one that is trying to convince Dion that his numbers are historic, if I finish as the LeBron of this shit and mother try to play with me, oh man, I'm going out like LeVar Ball with the Primby account, baby. Okay, I'm going out bad.
I mean,
I don't even know what it is, but the man
you
lost
could
a
be
foot.
LeBron, but you would never be Mike. Like
That's cool.
that's I'm cool. I'm fine with everybody want to do that. Obviously, for me, it's Michael Jordan number one. Number one, just everything he influenced, including those two guys that just wanted and emulated the things that he did, which is a part of their greatness. So I will never take that away from Mike. Now, I've been struggling with the Kobe versus LeBron because I value winning, other people value stats,
Right.
and I've been saying this for a decade publicly. So I value winning, I don't value stats. But I do firmly believe that Shaquille O'Neal by far was the best player on them teams, and Kobe was by far the second best player on those teams. So the five are cool, but three of them you want is Pippen, two of them you want is Mike. Now for
Yeah.
LeBron and Kobe, because they both have played, or they both played 20 plus seasons, I can't argue longevity between those two because they both played a long time. And LeBron got way more numbers than Kobe. Not enough rings, but still. So I will put LeBron in the ranking between them three guys at number two, and I'm gonna put Kobe at number three. But Mike is number one, not only because he was just better, period, to me on all spots of the floor, except for passing. I get that to LeBron. But Mike did all this
Wait,
stuff he
wait,
did
time
in
out, time out, time out,
12
time out, time out.
seasons.
Time out, time out, time out.
Mike did all that in 12 years,
Hold on. We're not talking
literally.
about longevity. We're not talking about longevity. I want to clarify because you said that Mike was better at every spot of the floor except passing.
Yeah.
LeBron is career 3 point better than Mike.
No, LeBron had no. Stop this because this is the problem that I have with these arguments. Because you all just throw out numbers and you don't actually contextualize the numbers that you've thrown out.
Hold on.
LeBron has hit, I believe, 1,400 threes in his career. He has gotten over 9,000 more of his career points from the 3 point line. When Jordan was initially drafted, the 3 point line had been back in the league for like 4 years. If you look at the volume of 3 point shooting back then, the average team took 14 a game. Now they take 50 a game. It's a completely different game and a completely different metric that should not be lined up against. I would much rather you tell me they mid-range and percentages in the paint and they 2 point percentages than for us to start going, well, LeBron hit all these threes.
But that,
Well,
but
yeah, that's what the game dictated. If
but that's
LeBron played in the 80s
but
and the 90s, he would never take threes. He wouldn't have
but
a
if
reason
I
to.
but if I did the 2 pointers, then that's preferential to your argument. See, here's the
No,
thing.
it's not.
No,
No,
hold
it's
on, hold on,
not. It's not
hold on.
actually because
It's still
LeBron.
it's
No,
still
because
no, no, no,
LeBron
no,
still
no,
has more
no.
2 pointers
It's
than Mike.
still a different league, though. You
No, it's
literally just said,
not. He played
wait,
10 years
hold on,
longer.
time out. So it's a different league when I'm arguing something that LeBron has more favorable numbers at, but it's not a different league when you feel that they compare.
No, because those two things that I mentioned existed at the same rate the whole time they've been playing the game.
It ain't the
Like,
same rate because
yes, it has. You can always take 2-point shots. Everybody can always take 2-point shots.
You could, but it's still a different rate because it's a different speed. Like, okay, never mind. You mixing fact.
No, I'm
and
not.
opinion.
I'm not. I've had this argument a million times. Hold on,
time.
If you put LeBron in Michael Jordan's era, LeBron is still going to take the same amount of 2 points. He probably would take more if he was playing in Mike's era. But
check this out.
If you're arguing that LeBron hit more threes than Mike, LeBron made more 2-pointers than Mike. So that's not my point. That's what I'm saying. That's not my point.
I brought it up as an example to highlight how you making that blanket ass statement was ridiculous. Second of all,
it's not a blanket
you
statement,
saying
though.
I had this argument a million times. Fuck you and them. How about that? Okay,
fine with that.
You ain't have it.
So I've heard every version of this, and y'all still wrong.
Didn't.
All y'all wrong.
You didn't.
I have.
Just because you've had a conversation before with other parties does not mean you've had all of the conversations necessary.
Okay.
Doctor Strange. And whenever you be thinking you right, you be all Doctor Strange.
I'm opening up the portal on you again. About to walk through another Michael Jordan versus LeBron conversation. And this time Dion sitting there like Kane, like, what's up? You've come to talk to the conqueror?
He was like, he was a little saucy motherfucker, wasn't he?
Yeah, they need to bring that cameo back in.
Man.
But I'm just saying, Mike, look, 12 years versus 22 years, it took you 20 years to reach him.
Yeah, it don't matter.
If it takes somebody 20 years to become Dion Dawson, you not Dion Dawson. Dion Dawson is Dion Dawson.
Thomas,
Dion Dawson did that in 6 years. But it took you 26 years.
But listen,
that don't make you greater. It make you later.
Tom. Hey,
hey, real quick. Hey, you want to hear another funny saying? I can't remember that. My dog was getting on my nerves. I said, you want to act like a clown? I'll put you in a circus.
Bro, you wildin', bro. This nigga, hey, he started rapping, bro. You threw me off, bro. That don't make you greater. That make you later. Okay? All right.
Exactly.
I can't even beat that, bro.